Hello, everyone. Welcome to Toyeen Talks. Wow. Thank you for your likes, subscribes. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Till I'll see you in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed. I love you all. Bye.
I'm sure bá a ṣe sọ yìí náà ẹ̀yin ọmọ òde òní ó lè má yé yín púpọ̀. I'm talking of ẹ̀yin ọmọ tẹ́ máa ń pera yín ní Gen Z. Èmi ò ṣe Gen Z, so ẹ lè má lè resonate pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ much, but I'm telling you ó ní mẹ́sẹ̀gì tó wà nù ẹ̀ pé ìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tí mo bá wá sáyé, bàbá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tí mo bá wá sáyé. Ìyá ló wakọ̀, bàbá náà ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tá a bá wá sáyé torí inú ìyá lẹ́wà, ìyá ló gbé wa sínú. Àbí good morning my mommy Erelu Victoria Halley, good morning, how are you ma? Ṣé dáadáa lẹ́wà? So you see, ẹ láti ngbà mí pé it's not just about orin, it's about message. Àti kọjá ọmọ get inside tá máa lè gbọ́ nǹkan kan. You know why I picture all those old music? I do say this every time. They are very therapeutic. They are inspiring, educative for me personally. There are things I learned there. We may think, oh, it's not just about entertainment. At times, it goes more than entertainment. How are you, Busola? Are they really? Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ díẹ̀ sí. Ẹ máa bá mi love, like, invite. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe join mi kẹ́ máa invite as much as possible. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ bàbá òbí yẹn díẹ̀ ká wá bẹ̀rẹ̀. Àní pẹ́ púpọ̀ ń bẹ. Pardon me, I'm sipping on my coffee. It's quite cold. Ó tutù díẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ agbórin yẹn díẹ̀. I'm wearing AJ Trendy's Adire, one of the reasons, for picking that song. Because mo rí pé tí o bá rántí ọmọ ẹni tí o ń ṣe, there is high possibility that you get drowned in the things that you get to see on social media. It's either you stay afloat or you get drowned. But there's high possibility pé tó bá kówó ẹ̀ lórí, you will get drowned. Tó bá rántí ọmọ ẹni tó ń ṣe, wàá get drowned in the, gbogbo charity oríṣiríṣi nǹkan tá à ń rí bí báyìí. Anyway, now, I saw that video of Asake's Mr. Money's dad begging for money online. And I saw a lot of critics come out criticizing him. I put up a post. Was my post criticizing? Hell no. Was it criticizing to both the dad or the son? No. My post was more about advice, like, come on boy, go and pick up your dad's responsibility. As a grown boy with a status in the society, one who carries such big glory, for no reason should you leave your dad abandoned in that, state of health. And you want to ask me why I said so? Níwọ̀n ọdún díẹ̀ tí mo ti lò lórí ìkànnì tá a wà yìí, going to 10 years tí mo ti ń blog, ojú ti rí, àti gbọ́, àti rí, àti mọ̀. In fact, èmi tó bí jágbára wa lọ, a lè wá sọ bí báyìí pé báyìí ló ṣe ń lọ. Nítorí ẹ̀ ni mo ṣe wò pé kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń bọ̀ lókè tí ilé ò gbà. I saw a whole lot of people's contribution on other blogs, on other, posts here and there. I do see snippets up to this very moment. Wow, I don't know why people think this way, but let me tell you, no matter how bad the situation is, no matter how bad it is, I want to tell you, Asake, that yours is not the worst. And based on the things Tiaka, oh, God bless you, I hope you enjoyed your day, sis. God bless you. The twin pregnancy is making me beautiful. I should look beautiful because mo fúnra mi ní peace of mind. Gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ́ headache, mo cut ẹ̀ dànù. Àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ headache, mo cut wọn dànù. Ìrọ̀rùn wá dé, ìfọ̀kànbalẹ̀ dé, ìyá mi. Ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wo ní tiwa. Anyway, as I was saying, whatever could have instigated such behavior from you towards your dad, We are going to be enlightening you this morning. Oti dàgbà, Ọlọ́ládé Àṣàkẹ́, òun ṣe ọmọdé mọ́. Àwọn bàbá yẹn, àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n táwa mọ̀ ni, tá mọ̀, tá máa ń gbórúkọ wọn gbà tá kéré ayé àwọn Músíbà Wàlání, gbogbo wọn. I grew up on the mainland and highland. Ọmọ Èbúté Mẹ́ta àti Sàlẹ̀kó lájẹ̀sí nígbà tá kéré. So a mọ̀ gbogbo clique àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn. Growing up, we heard about them. We've seen them. We watched their shows when I was young, in my own, prime days. So you see, kò sí bó ṣe lè burú tó láyé yìí. Ọkùnrin pé oríṣiríṣi. À ń jẹ́ mọ̀dí tí mo ṣe kọ nǹkan tí mo kọ yẹn pé kò sí nǹkan tó jú òrírí Ọlọ́ládé Àṣàkẹ́. But gbogbo ohun tí ò bá jẹ́, you cannot abandon. I use the word abandon based on the video that went viral about your dad. You cannot afford to abandon your own father, your dad, for Nigerians that are still struggling, that some of them are not even as much okay as you are, to be taking up his responsibility. You cannot abandon your dad for some of the Nigerians that are still struggling to eat, to not be giving him stipend just because he wishes to survive. Sharing nílé ayé yìí kò sí nǹkan tójú òrírí láàrin ọkùnrin àti obìnrin. And you see, for a broken marriage, a broken relationship whereby tí ó produce ọmọ àtọkùnrin àti obìnrin, gbogbo wa jẹ́ ká rọra ṣe. Nǹkan tí mo rí nípa àwọn bloggers tí wọ́n wà lórí bíbá ẹni pé, you see, I hate it when bloggers, when they personalize issues to the things that they have been through. I could have as well personalized this very situation to whatever it is that I might have gone through as a lady. But you see, that's so very unfair. It's so very unfair on these victims. Like, in Morila Ramon blogger ni pe, one man personalize, they clone their problem out of nǹkan tí ó wà ní nǹkan tí a rí lórí social media. They personalize it, they clone their own problem out of that one. Wọ́n wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní that very personal bad feelings, bad opinions nípa nǹkan tẹ́ gbé wá. There are some of them tẹ́ pé nǹkan tẹ́ gbé wá, bóyá àwọn náà ọkọ abandon wọn, ìyàwó abandon wọn, wọ́n dọmọ́lẹ̀ sí wọn lọ́wọ́. But you see, like I keep saying every time, there are no two cases that are the same. You cannot, because somebody ọkọ ẹ̀ jálẹ̀, ó fa àwọn mọ́lẹ̀ fún, ó wá gbọ́, orí ẹ̀ wá yí as a blogger, ó wá ń fẹ́ fún gbò, ó ń fẹ́ fún gbà, bí ẹni pé bàbá àwọn ọmọ títí ẹ̀ gangan, òun lẹni tán gbé wá. Story ẹ̀ kọ́ ni story tiwọn. Story tiwọn kọ́ ni títí ẹ̀. There are no two cases that are same. Nǹkan burúkú tó bá ẹ̀yin blogger òde òní jẹ́ ni pé you personalize whatever it is that you see on social media to the things that you are experiencing as a person, which should not be so. Number one, ẹni tó fẹ́ dá sẹ́jọ́ ẹ̀yẹn kọ́ ló ṣẹ̀. Òun kọ́ ni bàbá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Bàbá Àṣàkẹ́ kọ́ ni bàbá àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀. Bàbá Àṣàkẹ́ kọ́ lọ́kùnrin tó fún ẹ lóyún tó dump ẹ. Do not take the toll of your own personal issues on things that will see going viral. Ẹ máa rí blogger mi tó bá ń ṣe case, ó máa mú kókó kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́kẹ́ bí ẹni pé ó mọ ẹni tó ń hate yẹn rí ni. It should not be so. You see, if you're not privy to direct information from these victims, don't be too judgmental. Don't be too judgmental, like, bí kan kú, bí kẹ́ pa wọ́n ni, bàbá Àṣàkẹ́ bọ́ta ó wá tọrọ owó. Ǹjẹ́ ẹ mọ story ẹ̀? Bàbá sọ nínú story ìwọ̀nba kan díẹ̀ tó sọ ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn. Ó ní àwọn rí ọmọ yìí gbẹ̀yìn, ìyẹn Àṣàkẹ́ Ọlọ́ládé Mr. Money. Àwọn fojú àwọn rí gbẹ̀yìn ní 2022. If it was as bad as you make it look, you bloggers, would he have set his eyes on his son lastly on April 2022? No. Straight from the heart. You know me with my Instagram thing. I don't just like to, I don't know, with my Instagram. Okay. With my Instagram. You should understand why I don't go on Instagram. So, I don't just like to do live on Instagram. Nǹkan tí mo rí ni mò ń sọ, mi ò mọ̀. I may be wrong, I may be right. Do you understand? Let's see. I may be wrong and I may be right, but let's leave this there. Let's leave that there. My Instagram is so very dark, but we're gonna leave it there like that. Okay. I have tried coming out on my Instagram. It's quite dark due to the phone that I am using. So many people go phone me come. So anyway, when I saw that when we replay video Baba Asake jade, and you know, people were already, I don't know why a lot of women think this way, and I don't think that is how it should be. Let your personal experience, your own personal story, let it be limited to you. You don't have to judge every man because of what your own man did to you. You don't have to affiliate your story to every situation that you come across online. And you bloggers, whatever it is that you have suffered in the hands of men, don't let it be the judging tool, the judging implement. Temamalo, láti criticize virtually all situation. Okay, Asake's dad came out and then he was begging for money, he was begging for survival, and he mentioned his son's name. Some of you were saying, so because you are sick now, because you are not okay, must you come online to tell us that Asake is your son? Would he have mentioned you as a son or child? I mean, what sense does it make? Yes, I want to come out. Someone wants to come out to beg for help online, and all you women could say is toro ọmọ yẹn ṣoríire ni, tó bá jẹ́ kó ń ṣàṣàkẹ́ ẹ ṣó máa sọ pé òun ọmọ ẹ̀. Well, ìyá ẹni ni ìyá ẹni, bàbá ẹni ni bàbá ẹni ṣe, rántí ọmọ ẹni tí ìwọ mi ṣe o. Ẹ̀yin ti Facebook, ẹ̀yin kọ́ lọmọ ẹ̀, Àṣàkẹ́ ló bí, ẹ̀yin kọ́ ni ìyàwó ẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá tọmọ náà ló máa dárúkọ. That is just the fact that you should accept. Because if he refused to affiliate himself to Asake online, it is still part of ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bu tẹ́ ń wí kátikàti tẹ́ pé ẹ kò máa ń lanu atẹ́gùn àmà jáde lẹ́nu yín gbá mi. Lẹ màmá sọ kiri pé bàbá Asake ni, ó fẹ́ gbá wa ni, ọmọ ẹ̀ Ọlọ́ládé Mr. Money, why tí ò fún lówó? Because people know Asake with him as his son. Lagos Island ni wọ́n, àwọn islanders sì máa jáde wọ́n sọ pé why tí ò ń ṣe báyìí pé Asake lọ́mọ ẹ̀ náà. So ó better bó ṣe introduce ààrẹ bí bàbá yẹn bó ṣe bọ́ta tó introduce ààrẹ as bàbá Asake tó ń bí ẹ̀yin nú pé torí ọmọ ẹ̀ ṣoríire ni. Ó ń láti bí yín nú. Ẹ mọ̀ ìdí tó ṣe ń bí yín nú tẹ́tẹ́ kẹ́ personal. Ìmí inú yín ẹ fẹ́ gbẹ̀san lára bàbá àwọn ọmọ yín nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ mo bẹ ṣe máa gbẹ̀san yẹn tẹ́ bá kọ̀ tí rí story kan ẹ máa sọ pé useless man when you didn't take care of children can never look after you. Ọwọ́ Ọlọ́run ni gbogbo ìdájọ́ wà láìta láì kò ń ṣọwọ́ èèyàn. That is why, you know, it's not the way most of you say things that I, Abike, say things. You know, my own perceptive of nǹkan nígbà mi, my perception of things ó kọjá titi yín. I don't know if I should call it wisdom, if I should call this grace. Mi ò ń ronú bẹ́ ṣe máa ń ronú pé èèyàn wá tọrọ owó ẹni tọ́mọ ẹ̀ popular ni tí ò bá dárúkọ pé òun bàbá Àṣàkẹ́ ẹ̀yin kan náà lẹ máa gbájáde pé ó fẹ́ gbá wa, kò fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pa Àṣàkẹ́ lọ́mọ òun. So it's better I said it. And whatever tí ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn bá wá build nínú ẹ̀yin àtẹ̀yàn ẹ̀yin èèyàn tẹ̀já tẹ̀ ń gbọ́, then that will be secondary. It's not primary. What he needed to do was to mention that, yes, I am Ashake's father. However, I need all of you's help. I need your assistance now. Now the man came out and all of you bloggers were pouncing on him. Some of you critics went on that very post. Useless men. The fact that your child's father was useless, abandoned them, do not care for them, refused to pick up his responsibility does not mean that this very one is the case. You know why? Sharing, nígbà mi, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ a bí ọmọ burúkú. Àwa ti rí àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ṣoríire rí láyé yìí. Ṣé ń gbọ́, ẹ̀yin ti Facebook, we are on Instagram as well, but you know I haven't been out in a very long time. You see, we have seen àwọn ọmọ tí wọ́n ṣoríire. Tí ìyá àti bàbá jẹ̀yà lórí wọn, but wọ́n rántí òbí. Ẹ gbọ́, Wọ́n rántí òbí, wọ́n rántí orin yẹn pé ìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ tí mo bá wá sáyé, bàbá tó wakọ̀ tí mo bá wá sáyé, ẹ ṣé mo máa dúpẹ́ oore tẹ́ ṣe gbogbo. Let me tell you why. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ọba, ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ó sọ pé àwọn òbí tí a ti ara wọn jáde pé gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tán ò bá ṣẹ̀ wá láyé yìí, ó ní ká fi yẹ òun Ọlọ́run àgbọ́dọ̀ ti torí ẹ̀ rebel against wọn, ká fi wọ́n sílẹ̀ nínú ipò burúkú. Ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run ní ṣe rí pé kò fi in case or if he abandons you when you grow up you will have money, do not look after. Ọlọ́run ò fi clause yẹn sí. Ó ní a gbọ́dọ̀ tọ́jú wọn regardless of situation tí ó bá jẹ́. And you see, like I said, there are so many stories that would have been better left unsaid, unnarrated, because tó bá fa gbùrù, gbùrù máa fa gbóngbà mi. Ìgbà mi kò kí ń ṣe bàbá yẹn ló jẹ̀bi o. Ìgbà mi kò kí ń ṣe ìyá tààrò yẹn ló jẹ̀bi o. I am telling you, ó depend lébi tó bá yí sí lọ́dọ̀ tí yín story yín. Story kan la ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ parí. If that guy landed, don't cheat lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tíyàwó lé ẹ̀. If he chose not to be responsible, you see, out of rebellion, grief, the sorrow tí ó experience in a relationship yẹn, tó bá choose láti má gba ọmọ, the product of such marriage, ó mọ̀ pọ̀ mọ̀ òun ni o. You see, there are things we do at times that it affects men mentally, emotionally, psychologically. Débi pé wọn ò fẹ́ bá ẹ ní nǹkan kan ṣe àtọmọ tó bí fún wọn, àti wọn tí ẹ kò fẹ́ bá ẹ ní nǹkan kan ṣe, depending on whatever the situation yẹn bá jẹ́. Orí kan nìyí la wà tárí tí ọkọ blogger kan sọ fún pé òun kọ́ látayé àti àwọn ọmọ tó bí fóun. Orí kan nìyí la wà tó gbé àwọn ọmọ yẹn ṣépè, àwọn ọmọ tíyàwó ẹ̀ yẹn bí fún pé why gbogbo wa la rí nǹkan tóbìnrin yẹn blogger wèrè ọ̀hún tó ṣe fún ọkọ. So tó bá wá di ọjọ́ iwájú, ẹ̀yin tí ò ṣojú yín tẹ́ rírí, tí nǹkan kan bá wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sí ẹni yìí, ẹ wá sọ pé àwọn ọmọ òṣì, àwọn ọmọ kiri kan wọ́n mọ̀ ń gbà mí pé nǹkan tí òbí bá ṣe fúnra wọn, which tí ò yẹ kó extend dọ́dọ̀ ọmọ. Don't get me wrong. I mean, children are not meant to be on the receiving end. Àwọn kọ́ ló yẹ kí ìyà yìí jẹ, but it is what it is with our parents. Àwọn ará Èkó gangan jáde, wọ́n sọ pé bàbá Asake na nice person. Wọ́n ní bàbá Asake bàbá tó dá ni. Girl kan jáde àwo fídíò ẹ̀ tó ń go viral pé bàbá yìí ó wà hard working. You see, nature will definitely play its role in the lives of each and every one of us at a certain point. Bóyá health ẹ wà stable débi pé ó lè ṣiṣẹ́ kan lọ títí mọ́, ó dẹni tó ti wà redundant, ó wà nílé, looking for means to survive. We did not even know. We heard that the mom also remarried to bóyá màmá ẹ̀ fẹ́ èèyàn kan, ó fẹ́ mú sí bá wà lá ní later. Whatever the story is, kò yẹ kó kàn wọ́n mọ́. Asake should instead be grateful to God. Ògo mélòó ni ó ń jáde nínú ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó, àfẹ̀yí tọ́lọ́run bá fi orí ọ̀fẹ́ gbé jáde nínú àwọn èbúté mẹ́ta nǹkan kan. Ògo pọ̀ ń bẹ, but pé Ọlọ́run ká ẹ̀ mọ́nú àwọn ògo yẹn, ìyẹn lásán ti tó. If you ask me, I mean, that's enough. Kí ló fi ṣorí? Ó mọ̀ ńgbà tó ń jẹ́ ìyá Asake, àwọn ọmọ uncle kan, ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n kan, ọmọ àǹtí kan, tí àwọn náà ń ṣe wéré tó ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀, tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò jẹ́ èèyàn lénìí. Àfihàn wọn o. Tọ́lọ́run bá fògo wá wọrí nínú ẹbí àwọn Dúnsì tó ti jáde, ó yẹ kú wọn gan fi oore ẹ̀mí ìmoore kò fi wọn lọ́ọ̀ ni. You should be grateful, you should be thankful. Ọmọ ìsàlẹ̀ Èkó proper ni ẹ́, Asake Ọlọ́ládé Mr. Money. Ìwọ kọ́ ló yẹ kán bá bàbá ẹ̀ bí tí bàbá ẹ̀ ti gbé gbàbárà pé kán ràn òun lọ́wọ́. Of course, it will stir a whole lot of emotions. It could be negative, it could be positive. But I'm sure you don't expect Nigerians to be quiet, not to just go ahead and start contributing for your dad. Of course, they would challenge the reason for your action, whatever could have warranted such actions from you towards your father. Èèyàn ò ní bàbá méjì láyé yìí. Ìyá ẹni ni ìyá ẹni, bàbá ẹni ni bàbá ẹni, ò rántí ọmọ ẹni tí ìwọ mi ṣe o. Ó lè replace bàbá ẹ̀. Ó lè replace ìyá ẹ̀. bàbá kan gẹ́gẹ́ bí story tá gbọ́ no matter nǹkan tí ó bá ṣẹlẹ̀ shit máa ń ṣẹlẹ̀ gan láàrin ọkùnrin àti obìnrin o àwọn ọmọ the product of such marriage such relationship ló dẹ̀ máa wà at the receiving end mostly, and that is why you don't even have to listen to neither of your parents. Just do what is expected of you as a child. Àwọn kan tún wá ń béèrè wọ́n sọ pé tó bá jẹ́ pé kò ṣoríire ńkọ́ ṣé bàbá yẹn máa bọ́ta sọ pé òun bàbá Àṣàkẹ́. Ọmọ dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́ ṣoríire náà nìyẹn ló ṣe dárúkọ ẹ̀. Dúpẹ́ tiẹ̀. Àwọn Yorùbá náà máa ń sọ látilẹ̀ wọ́n á ní ọmọ tó bá ṣípá báyìí wọ́n lòun làgbà ń gbé. Gbogbo nǹkan kéré àkọlẹ̀ ni. And let me tell you, whatever it is that could have, caused your mom and your dad's separation, that could have led to whatever it is that you went through as a child, we don't even know. I'm just assuming here now. Let's assume, okay, your dad neglected you, he abandoned you. There are times that you children, when you become an adult, you need to go a mile further to investigate the cause of your parents' separation, divorce. Because you see, kò sẹ́ni tó máa fún ní àdá tí ò ní roko sọ́dọ̀ títí ẹ̀. Màmá ẹ̀ máa sọ nǹkan tó pé òun, bàbá ẹ̀ náà tó bá jọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀ náà ló dàgbà sí tó rí ìyá, ohun tó máa sọ náà nìyẹn. But àwọn ẹlòmíì náà tún wà, they just want to be neutral, like they let it be. Because mélòó la wá lónìí ayé, ó èjì tí bàbá ẹ̀ wà. Bàbá yẹn ti ń tẹ̀pà èló ló fẹ́ kọ̀ sí ẹ owó tẹ máa fi ń ra mọ́tò tẹ máa fi ń ṣe fine boy tẹ máa fi ń tẹ àwọn obìnrin lọ́rùn ní club tó bá mówó tó fi ń ṣí tẹ̀kùílà tó fi ń ṣí gbogbo ẹ̀ tó tẹ̀ ń ṣí ọtí ní club kó kọ̀ mú ẹyọ kan àbí méjì ń bẹ̀ kó gbé fún bàbá ẹ̀ ò lè wá sórí social media. Ìwọ tó kọ adúró orin tí gbogbo ayé jó sí tó wá sí O2 ní London to break record, why na your own papa go come dey beg on social media for money? Come on, boy. Whatever it is, obìnrin. You see, àwọn nǹkan tí mo ti rí ni pé obìnrin, we are fond of one thing. We always fail to admit our own fault, most times as our fault. We love to shift blames. And there are actually some men like that as well that refuse to accept what is their own fault, as their fault. They shift the blame on women. Whatever it is, let's leave it there. But now let's go back to the child that is at the receiving end of the broken relationship. Àwọn ọmọ yìí náà máa ń suffer jù because bí ìyá ò wọ sọ́dọ̀ kó máa dárè sí ẹ̀, bàbá wọ sọ́dọ̀ kó máa dárè sí ẹ̀. Ẹni tó wá dárè sí ẹ̀ yẹn, what is that person, either the mom or the dad, what were you feeding your child? What were the information you were telling him or her about that other parent that refused to live up to expectations? I mean, there must have been things you were telling Asake, whatever, tó lè mú tó lè ṣe báyìí. Ibi làwà tí ìyá àti bàbá hush puppy wọ́n bọ́ta pé bí hush puppy Ramon ní bó ṣe ní owó tó wọ́n ní kò tọ́jú ẹbí kò tọ́jú àwọn. You can even tell from the look lọ́mọ tó ń wọ branded clothes designer tó ń yáwó fáwọn girls àwọn ọmọ ní movie gbogbo wọn. Òun ni ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ bọ́ta sọ pé kò tọ́jú ilé. Wọ́n láwọn dẹ̀ jẹ ìyà lórí ẹ̀. Bàbá ẹ̀ sọ gbogbo ìyà tóun jẹ ní orí ẹ̀ síbẹ̀ kò tọ́jú lé. So mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn èèyàn kẹ́ máa gbà pé kò ń ṣe gbogbo ọmọ tó abandon nìkan lè máa rí pé ó abandon àwọn parent ẹ̀. Àwọn ọmọ mi wà àti ìyá àti bàbá wọn jẹ̀yà lórí wọn, but àwọn ọmọ yẹn refuse láti wà helpful, láti wà responsible tán bá ti lówó tán. There are some of them tẹ́ máa rí tí wọ́n náwó ní club every week. Màmá àti bàbá ẹ̀ wà nílé mi rent tán bá máa náwó ní club ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n lè san 10 million wọ́n live so ti yé yín lifestyle àwọn olówó I don't care lifestyle, but ìyá àti bàbá wà nílé wọ́n sunkún wọ́n waṣọ tó ti ya wọ́n pàṣẹ. Ìmí inú wọn á rí wọn pé owó wọn ò mọ bóyá ti sọ fún wọn ni pé ìyá àti bàbá ò gbọdọ̀ jẹ ń bẹ̀ ni. Ìmí inú wọn kéré wọ́n rebel ni based on their upbringing. Now let me tell you guys, if you are the Gen Z generation, in case you are one person tí ò ń feel bí Asake náà ṣe ń feel leaning towards your parents, I'm begging you today to stop doing that. Only understand nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ láàrin ìyá àti bàbá ẹ̀ láyé until tí wọ́n fún ara ẹ̀ bá di full grown adults, a full-fledged woman or man in another relation tí wọ́n náà wà in relationship ló máa tó lè understand nǹkan tí ìyá tí bàbá ẹ̀ tí wọ́n go through nínú relationship yẹn tó fa ibi tí wọ́n wà yẹn. And I'm going to tell you this again. Some of them, the behavior you get to see today, what is making you to feel this bad, is actually what they also went through, a dysfunctional family background. When the family is dysfunctional from the base, the product of that will also raise a likely product. Let me tell you, I'm saying this again. The product of a dysfunctional family background are highly tend to produce another dysfunctional generation. Ẹ lè blame wọn. Ọmọ mi wá wọn ò fi fẹ́ tọ́ láti kékeré kí ìyá ẹ̀ gbá ojú bàbá ẹ̀ lójú ẹ̀ láti kékeré àbí kí bàbá ẹ̀ gbá ojú ìyá ẹ̀ kó fún pa ló mọ̀. Tírú ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá dàgbà má jẹ́ kí n tàn ẹ́ gbàs-gbòs nìkan lòun náà máa mọ̀ kò mọ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ is the only way they believe they can silence the other person. Except tí grace, mo repeat, tí grace orí ọ̀fẹ́, tí ọmọ bẹ́ẹ̀ bá bá orí ọ̀fẹ́ pàdé àbí kó ní àwọn parent mi tó máa já sí lọ́wọ́ lọ́jọ́ iwájú àbí àwọn èèyàn tó máa groom ẹ̀ ní ọ̀nà tó tọ́ ni mentality yẹn máa tó kúrò ní orí wọn. Whatever it is that your dad has done to you, Asake, it could be as a result of what he has also gone through in the family. You may never understand what the man is going through. You may never understand his reason for the things to see. But to work off him, my dad is useless, I can never help him. I greet all of you on Instagram. We've been on Facebook, pardon me. We just want to share this visual program about me manage. I know I rarely come out on Instagram these days, but then we're still on Facebook. I still do my program. So now, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wá ń bú bàbá Asake pé káṣàkẹ́ má tọ́jú bàbá ẹ̀ àbí àwọn ọkùnrin òṣì useless men, please do not take it personal. Whatever it is that you have experienced in the hands of your bàbá ọmọ títí ẹ̀, ẹ má fi judge the situation bàbá Asake. He has every right, mo tuntun sọ every right ló ní láti fi tọ́jú bàbá ẹ̀. He is also compelled to look after him because based on the little information tá a gbọ́, wọ́n ní bàbá ẹ̀ sì take care ní wọn. And ṣẹ́rí mo máa ń sọ nǹkan fún yín, ihun tí ò ṣojú wa ṣòro dá gan o. Ọkùnrin tí ò bá ti lówó lọ́wọ́, agídí ni wọ́n máa ń ṣe láti ilẹ̀. Kò ṣe pọ́n ṣagídí o, ojú ń tì pé kò lè meet up to expectation. Perhaps by the time tó bí ọmọ yẹn bóyá ọmọ gan ò tí ìwọ obìnrin lọ gbóyún wá. We have also seen children having children. I remember when Kabiyesi Oni came out to talk about his first child. It was just 19. More like a child having a child. I'm going to cite that as an example. He just turned 50. His daughter is in his 30s. Is in her 30s already. Now look at that. When people are going through situation and then 20, 30 years after, the story just emerged on social media, bam, and all of you will start to talk, you will criticize. Do you even know how it started? Do you know the actual story? You just feel, oh, one man abandoned this one. How old was the man when he abandoned the child in your care? Was he man enough to even father a child? We don't know their story. That is why Nigerians, you must not encourage Ololade Asake not to take care of his father. Whatever it is that they have, that must have ensued between them, should be resolved within the family amicably. It is an eyesore for people to start coming across as that video in such state. It's appalling. Honestly, it is. And you see, talking about anything, so boya efeba ye Ololade de efeba career je. Kilo de ton feba career de babe bota babe say he should look after his father. His father's well-being is not Nigerians' responsibility. It is his own responsibility because he has now become a full man. And some of you saying if he doesn't take care of him, leave the story. If we are not part of the story, then we are not fit to judge. Also, we don't know the story. As Ololade come out to tell you his father abandoned him, some of you just feel, oh, boya àwọn bàbá tí wọn kì í tọ́jú ọmọ ni. even tí bàbá ò bá tó tọ́jú ẹ̀ wọ́n ni mo sọ fún yín yẹn pé do we know the story? Is his dad full enough? I mean, a full-grown man when he had him. Does he have a job? Do we know how he started? Ololade should be in his, well, I guess he should be in his mid-30s by Morobe. I don't know his age, but Morobe boy ti Moriya, ó yẹ kó ti wà bí mid-30s. Ẹ wo ru àwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n yẹn tí wọ́n ṣe bàbá yẹn náà. Ó ṣe pé bí èèyàn kan tó dàgbà jù, for no reason should you abandon your father. Shit happens. Shit happens, but when it is over, when the stormy days are over, it is over. No, it is you that should show God appreciation for singling you out. He singled you out with mercy. He favored you. He glorified you. That is why you are okay. You are where you are today. And the only way, the only revenge such child, to carry grace should do, is by going back to give somebody who never gave you 100 naira back a 1 million. Dad, look after yourself, because that is what is expected of you as a child. Don't look at whether he contributed or not. Remember, the stake you carry now, the one you handle, is bigger than that of your dad. Now, if the international world get to see this and you see our people, some of them the way they will perceive it is not the way to Washiri. A lot of people will perceive you as a child, as a son who abandoned the needs of his parents. They will not even talk about whether your mom is okay or not. I want to let me know Maladi Ogumo. To ba je about to je look at all so baba yen malulaye egbon yen, which is your dad. Look after him, man. Come on. It costs you nothing nínú oore t'Ọlọ́run ti ṣe fún ẹ. Rán Ọlọ́run létí pé ẹni tí ò tọ́jú mi kékeré, bàbá tí ò mọ bí mo ṣe dàgbà, òun ló ń béèrè padà lọ́wọ́ mi yọ Ọlọ́run. Wọlá pé mo wá ń tọ́jú ẹ nínú gbogbo bí ó bá ṣe jẹ́ Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ wálẹ̀ láíláí. Ó lè fọ̀rọ̀ yẹn gan bí Ọlọ́run dá níyàn. Ó lè fi dá májẹ̀mú pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run. Ìyá tí ò tọ́jú mi tí ò mọ bí mo ṣe jẹ́ bí mo ṣe débi tí mo dé yọ Ọlọ́run. Wọlá pé mi ò wà ṣìṣì ẹ̀. Mo ń tọ́jú ìyá yìí. Má jẹ́ kí n wálẹ̀ títí láíláí. Wọlá pé mi ò rò pé bàbá yìí ò look after mi, kò rántí mi, kò rán mi lọ léwe, síbẹ̀ mo ń tẹ̀lé ọ̀rọ̀ Ọlọ́run, fi dá májẹ̀mú pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run, kò ti ara wọn sí Ọlọ́run, kò tara wọn yan sàká yẹn. It does not cost you anything from the things you earn. Kí ló mọ́ fẹ́ abandon bàbá ẹ̀ fún? Orí ọ̀fẹ́ lórí gbà. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tí ẹjọ́ ń ṣe hip hop tẹ́ ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ tẹ́ ṣá ń try error. Wọ́n dẹ̀ dìde dọ̀la. Àwọn náà story wọn gan tún lè wọ́ọ̀sì ju tiẹ̀ lọ. Àwọn story àwọn ọmọ Èkó. Ọmọ Èkó wà abandon ọmọ na regular thing wey we dey hear láti kékeré láti já sí. Ọmọ Èkó abandon most ọmọ Èkó máa lọ kí àwọn ọmọ wọn nílé ìyàwó wọn ni. Àwọn abímọ fún wọn máa lọ ságbolé wọn ń bẹ̀, wá tún jókòó, wá tún jẹ bread níwájú ilé yín, wá tún bá wọn rẹwà. Ìyá á tún gbé wọlé pẹ̀lú ọmọ tó bí fún wọn. Ẹjọ́ máa tọ́jú ẹnu agbolé yín bẹ̀. Tó bá yọ ọmọ yẹn á dàgbà, wọ́n á dẹ̀ máa pè ọmọ lágbájá ọmọ bàbá ẹ̀ o. Sórí lifestyle ọmọ Èkó kan kò sí big deal kankan níbẹ̀ fáwa. Má jẹ́ kí anybody push ẹ. Whatever it is that you are going through, please look after your dad. Don't listen to naysayers. Ìyá ẹni ni ìyá ẹni. Bàbá ẹni dẹ̀ ni bàbá ẹni. Àwọn obìnrin tó wà ń tàn sí, we are so, sugar, àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ wa can be so sugar coated. Wọ́n ò ní sọ ẹlòmí ọkọ lọ́kọ ló lọ lóyún fún. Ọlọ́kọ bá wá sọ pé ọkọ òun ò lè gba ọmọ o. Bàbá máa wá abandon, á ní kí wọ́n máa gbé ọmọ lọ. A máa tibẹ̀ wá máa fún yín lówó oúnjẹ. Ó lè yá kí ọlọ́kọ gan gbọ́kọ ẹ̀ sá kúrò pátápátá. You never know the story. Kò sí nǹkan tá dẹ̀ ti gbọ́ rí. Obìnrin mi bí kó díyàwó kejì àbí kó ṣáà káwọn jọ máa manage, kó ọlọ́kọ dẹ̀ sọ pé òun ò ready láti share. Ayé ìsìn ní gbogbo ayé mẹ́mẹ́mẹ́ náà jáde sọ pé we are ready. Ayé John style everybody know cause we gbórí wọlé, your husband see me, I see him. Ó bá yẹ ó máa dòun bí ó dẹ̀ dòun, ọmọ ṣáà ti wà ń bẹ̀, you see. Ó ti di nǹkan pride nsìn with 7 wives, 10 wives, everybody is taking. Ayé John yàtọ̀ sí àwọn bàbá tí ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n wà okay. Ó ṣì máa yọ́lẹ̀ náà àwọn èèyàn náà máa sọ pé ṣé bọ̀dá là ní ìyàwó wọn tó 14 ni kò ní jẹ́ nǹkan táwọn gangan máa gbé síta máa exhibit bí irú gbogbo nǹkan tó àwọn tó wà nílé gangan náà máa kọ́lé máa kà lágbájá bímọ tàmẹ̀dò bímọ. So kò sí big deal kankan. Ẹ̀yin obìnrin tẹ́ máa poison mind ọmọ yín nítorí bàbá wọn ò ṣe dáadáa. Ẹ learn from irú gbogbo nǹkan báyìí. Àbí ẹ̀yin ọkùnrin tẹ́ máa poison mind àwọn ọmọ yín nítorí àwọn ìyá wọn ò dúró. Ẹ wo the negative effect tó ní lórí àwọn ọmọ lọ́jọ́ iwájú. Let's stop doing that. Let's stop doing that. It affects the children mentally. It gives them emotional breakdown. It also makes them lose their self-esteem at times. Àwọn ọmọ yìí ò ní confidence. Oríṣiríṣi nǹkan ni ó ń jẹ́ result behavior yín lára àwọn ọmọ. It is some of your behavior that is the determinant factor about the life the children live today. Because it's what they got to see throughout their prime days with you, the parents. So there's no how they can be otherwise. Mo máa ń sọ fún yàn láyé tọ́lọ́run bá sọ pé ọwọ́ àwọn obìnrin ló fẹ́ gbé sókè. Tọkùnrin ò bá fún ẹ kọ́bọ̀ tọ́jú ọmọ ẹ̀. Ihun tó bá mú ẹ la òbó ẹ tó lè dóko. Tó bá ti bọ́ lọ́mọdé, make sure pé ó wà financially, mentally, emotionally alerted, ready to raise that child. Má bí mọ́lẹ̀ sọ́run èèyàn bá ẹ̀tọ́. Èèyàn máa ń gbé àgbélébùú èèyàn gbà mí. Nítorí kàtẹ́rì kò dọ́gba. Best friend yẹ lórí ọkọ. Wọ́n jókòó tì àbí bóyá àwọn gan tó tètè lọ́kọ gan. Ọkọ ẹ̀ ò fún ẹ lówó wá jẹ́ni tó wá marry ní age 40 ọkọ ẹ̀ wá ń kẹ́. Bá a ṣe wáyé pa màrí láàrin. I have always told you guys this. Pé bá a ṣe wáyé pé a máa rí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ la ṣe rí ilé ayé. A kì í kọ àlùbọ́sà fẹ́yìn ọ̀kan kó fi kọ ebè. Ìwọ̀n tán bá kọ fún ẹni kò gba èyí tó jẹ́ títí ẹ̀. Kò dúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run. Má fi kún, má yọ kúrò. Bó bá ti yọ lọ́run tó gbé ẹ síbẹ̀. Láti tún gbé ẹ kúrò fúnra rẹ̀. Á gbé ẹ kúrò. Má ti torí lágbájá kan Ọlọ́run kẹ́ dandan ìwọ náà irú àyànwọ́n bẹ́ẹ̀ ló fẹ́. A rí àwọn èèyàn tó jẹ́ pé wọn ò bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa. Àmọ́ gbà tí wọ́n dé bí age 45 50 ògo títí wọ́n peak. Ẹlòmí àti fi gbogbo ọjọ́ ayé ẹ̀gbádùn lọ́jọ́ àárọ̀ bó bá dọ̀sán financial breakdown burúkú ni wọ́jọ́ alẹ́. Ẹlòmí ọ̀sán yẹn gangan òun lọ́lọ́run sọ pé kígbà títí ẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹlòmí ọjọ́ alẹ́ là kọ fún kígbà ẹ fi bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ẹ má wo ago aláago ṣiṣẹ́, ẹ má rọ nǹkan tí ò ṣe rọ sórí àwọn ọmọ. Obìnrin tẹ́ mean, ẹ stop láti máa wà mean, turning the children di ọ̀tá bàbá wọn kò ń ṣe nǹkan tó dáa tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́. Ṣé rí ohun tẹ́ fi ń kọ́ wọn yẹn? The only way táwọn náà mọ̀ nìyẹn o tẹ́ bá fẹ́ gbọ́. The only way tí àwọn náà mọ̀ nìyẹn. I remember, let me cite myself as an example. A lot of you will ask me, Abike Kiniko, why are you not this today? I said, me, I don't think I am mentally ready to go into any marriage with any man until I ensure that my children get to a certain level in life. Because whatever that will make me split my time equally, abandon my children that I know already, pay single parent in the they have a dad somewhere. He calls them, he has very good relationship with them. So, but me that they live with, why would I want to abandon my children? Láti lọ fi ọkọ mi. Because there's no how koma split the attention tó fún wọn sí méjì. The children that have been used to you before, day, night, afternoon, ìwọ nìkan, ó di pé tó bá tí ń bá rí mari, mo máa gbé fún àfún bẹ́ẹ̀, máa fẹ́ tọ́jú ilé, máa fẹ́ tọ́jú ọkọ, máa fẹ́ tọ́jú ilé. I would rather just be seeing someone for now and not go into any form of commitment in terms of marriage with any man, because I really want to look after my children. Because tí n bá ṣe dáadáa, ọkọ tó bá lọ fẹ́ àfi bú ẹ, ọkọ tó fi lé àfi bú ẹ, á ní wo ohun tó sọ ayé àwọn ọmọ dà. So therefore, I'm not talking about you. Your own life, the way you run it is your choice. The way I run mine is my own choice. I want to give my children all my time. They are the only person, the only people who deserves my entire time. At this age, tí mo ṣì lápá, tí mo lẹ́sẹ̀, tí mo lójú, tí mo ní brainy, láti fi run affairs family mi, so that wọn ní yáyàkúyà. So that kò ní jẹ́ pọ́kùnrin kan á máa gbé mi, I want to see you today. Ó ti bí àwọn ọmọ tiẹ̀ síbì kan o. Ìyá wọn tọ́jú wọn àbí nǹkan kan o, àbí kó ti láwọn ọmọ káàkiri o. Àwa mú ṣe ayé tèmi ni kí wá lajúlẹ̀ kí n jẹ́ kó bàjẹ́. Irọ́ o. èmi nìyẹn mi ò mọ̀wọ́. Ihun tí kálukú fẹ́ fún ayé ọ̀tọ̀ọ̀tọ̀ ni. I am not ready to abandon my children all in the name of another marriage or in the name of I want to be with this so person or for a status. No, that is me. But for women who does that, see, nítorí ẹ̀yàn lábá iná ni. I have heard and I have seen. I have seen where children are telling me how much they hate on their parent, either the dad or the mom. I have seen things happen. Whatever it is to one Lola dancing, but you see, it goes beyond in Kote and Wongba me. It goes beyond. We've seen female children that have been abused by their stepdad before. Yes or no? Since I started running my blog, I have heard stories. I have seen. I have settled fights. Just recently, I settled one a few days ago. A man and a woman. Wọ́n ọjà o. Ọkọ lọ sí Nàìjíríà. Ó máa dé ìyàwó nínú London yìí. Ó lóhun òun ti ń dé ọkọ òun ti ṣe òun ti pẹ́. Nígbà ó máa dé ìta lọ́kọ ti bẹ́ ẹrù ẹ̀. Níyàwó tẹ́jọ ṣe bye-bye síra yín o mò ń bọ̀ mo fẹ́ sáré lọ Nàìjíríà. Ìjà ò ṣẹlẹ̀. Wọn ò búra wọn. Wọn ò ní gbólóhùn asọ̀. Ǹjẹ́ kọ́kọ́ wọlé dé padà. Ìyàwó ti kẹrù síta. Ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ pé bóyá ó ti ẹ̀ka bóyá ọkọ lọ yàn àlè àbó lọ ṣe whatever. You see ọkùnrin yàn àlè kò lè jẹ́de kèmi Àbíkẹ́ láyé. Tó bá fẹ́ àlè sí gan mo lè bẹ́ẹ̀ fọwọ́ ara mi gbé jáde. Èmi personally. Èmi ò mẹ́lòmí o. Tára ẹ gbóná o. Bọ̀ṣẹ́ rí pé mi máa gbé ọ̀rọ̀ ọlọ́kùnrin dé sórí. Débi pé wá affect mi. Màá wá tán lórí àwọn ọmọ mi torí nǹkan tó ń bí mi inú gangan ara mi gbóná. Ara mi ò lè gbóná. Olómi yálàyà wọn ló máa rẹ̀ last. Mo fi Ọlọ́run búra. Èmi máa fáìn sí màmá mi ǹtẹ́ ní ara mi wọ́n máa lo àwọn lòkulòkò sí mi ilé ronú lórí pọ́kùnrin dóbò ń ta. In fact, the list of tó lè jẹ́ problem èmi personally ni mo sọ mi ò mẹ̀yìn tó kù o. Bóyá rẹ̀ máa gbóná kọ́kọ́ ẹ̀ kó má rí pẹ̀lú obìnrin kan ó ń pẹ́ kán tó jẹ́ ìyá ẹ̀tàn kan pin sí wẹ́wẹ́ national cake no concern mi wà láìtàláì. As long as tó ṣáà ti ń ṣèṣe lórí àwọn ọmọ ẹ̀hún tọ́jú wọn wò sí wọ́n bá sọ yẹ́ ẹ̀dí súyà kan sọ ẹ̀dà sùn kan máa pín ẹ̀jẹ̀ left right and kò kan èmi personally kò lè mi ilé tó torí ìyẹn kí n gbé sórí kí wá abandon àwọn ọmọ mi kò possible. So ṣe rí ẹ̀yin agbọ́kọ lórí pàǹtẹ̀tẹ̀ ẹ máa jẹ́ kí àyè ọkọ wà láyé ọkọ ẹ fá ọmọ ní táìmù títí wọn ẹ má jẹ́ kí kan dí kan lọ́wọ́ because ẹ bá jẹ́ kí kan dí kan lọ́wọ́ ó máa ń jẹ́ káwọn obìnrin rí bẹ́ẹ̀ lẹ́wẹ́rẹ́ eléyìí tí mo sọ fún ibi bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ṣe dé látẹ̀kọ̀ ìyàwó ọmọ kékeré tó fẹ́ ó ní kò lè wọlé mọ́ ẹni kí ni èjì ọmọ wọn bóyá last born wọn 5 months old first born wọn 4 years old kò sí ohun tí mi ò bẹ̀ ọmọ yìí ní orí phone mo bẹ̀ mo bí oríṣiríṣi excuse upon excuse ọkùnrin tó ti wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ tó ti bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ̀yà tó bẹ́ẹ̀ gbàwé nínú ìlú tá a wà yìí tó ṣe gbogbo bí ìwọ̀gùn fún ara ẹ̀ ṣe gbàwé ó wá di pé ọmọ yẹn sọ fún mi pé no it was only there for me because I was vulnerable. Money, how come you have 2 children for him if you think it's not good enough now? Only that was then. Èmi àti ẹ̀ la jọ ń sọ. Now, ẹ wò tí irú ọkùnrin bẹ́ẹ̀ tínú bá bí to a point whereby ó feel pé ọmọ yìí mentally bash òun. Ó bash òun emotionally that the situation was not called for. Our actions, situation will cause for action. Go abandon, go walk away. Because now, you want to ask me what I was begging her for? That this man would like to see his children. He's a guy that is very much into his children. So he was telling me, Olori, he calls me Olori. De bá mi sọ fún pé jọ̀wọ́ mo lè máa rí àwọn ọmọ. Mo wá bí ọmọ ìmọ̀ ní, báwo náà ṣe lè máa rí ọmọ pé jọ ìyá mi. Má jẹ́ kó fọ́, wo pa àwọn ìṣì kéré. Ìwọ náà ṣì kéré, ó ṣe wẹ̀yàn ọlá. You see, ìgbà mi tá bá fẹ́ make a decision of separating, divorcing, we may not get to realize the repercussion of that, our very actions on time. We may not get to realize the nearest future result of our today's action.